Shalom, you're highly welcome, my dear brothers and sisters out there. I'm glad that you just clicked to watch this presentation today. Today, I'm going to be talking about the power in the name of Yahuwshuwa. You need to understand the mysteries that is surrounding this name, the name of Yahuwshuwa. And you need to be able to understand, because there are some people who are asking me and saying, oh, how did you come about this name Yahuwshuwa? How did you come about this name? Now, this is something that I want you to be able to really get the concrete understanding and the basic knowledge to be able to know that this name is something that supersedes something that is on this realm. This is a spirit. This is a spirit of life. You need to understand that this name is the Noah's Ark. This name is the Noah's Ark. That is the Noah's Ark which you're going to run into. And when you run into it, you're going to be saved. That is the reason why the Bible makes us to understand something. Neither is there salvation in any other. For there is no other name given under heaven whereby we must be saved. The Bible is making us to understand. Apostle Kepha was making us to understand. Look, as long as you are under this sun, you are under this sun. There is no other name that is going to be given, that is given under this heaven, where you are going to run into. Because you need to understand that this name is the new Noah's Ark. Is a place where the righteous run into. Is the place where they run into and they are saved from what? From the catalysis. I mean from the destruction. Because the owners of this dark world, they are coming. They are going to be coming after you. They are going to be coming. So, and when they are coming, you need to run into a place where you're going to be saved. So, and as long as this place is, there is no other place where you're going to run into which you're going to be saved, because they are going to get you. You need to understand what is going on. So now that particular name, that is the reason why Apostle Kepha talked about his name and said that neither is there salvation. There is no other rescue place. You can't run into another place. What happened during the time of Noah's Ark? The people that went into the Noah's Ark were the ones that were saved, isn't it? So now other ones were being drowned. This is what is happening. This is what is going to happen. The people who are not in Yahuwshuwa, the Yahuwshuwa represent, the name Yahuwshuwa represent the Noah's Ark. That is the Noah's Ark. That is the spirit of life. That is the Noah's Ark that is going to transport you out from this realm into what? Into a different dimension. You need to understand the mysteries of the things which is really going on. Now we are going to be dissecting. I'm going to be showing you the mysteries behind surrounding this particular name, because it is something that you really need to be able to be well equipped with. Now let's go into the book of, we already know, when you go into the book of Psalms chapter number 68 from verse number 4, I want to dissect and show you one after another how we come about this name Yahuwshuwa. Now let me show you to you so that you can be able to see and understand the meaning of what we are talking about. Listen to what the Bible says. Yahuwshuwa, we are talking about Yahuwshuwa. This is the correct pronunciation, the right write-ups of this particular name. Now I want to show you something now. So this is what we are about to look at now. This here. So now what happened is, we want to go in detailed study about this terminology or this name that you see, the connection that happened, 3 in 1, that is going to bear witness in the heavenly places, the 3 in 1 that is going to represent the Noah's Ark in the heavenly bodies, because we are all in one. You understand it? Now listen to what the Bible says when we go into the book of Psalms chapter number 68 from verse number 4. It says in that place, let me open my Bible, open up your scripture, because we are going to be using the Strong's Concordance. We are going to be connecting the names, and I'm going to be showing you the mysteries that are contained, and right in front of people's eyes. These things has been there, but because of one reason or the other, they are not able to really see it from this perspective. Now listen to what the Bible says. It says, sing unto Elohim, sing praises to his name, extol him with that rideth upon heaven by his name Yah, and rejoice before him. So now I want us to go and look for this term Yah from in the Strongs. That is why I brought you to the Blue Letter Bible, because we're going to be using it to be able to connect a lot of things. So now when we come, we want to see, what is going on. I want to show you how we come about this particular name Yahuwshuwa. You understand it, so that you can know the meaning and the mystery behind the name Yahuwshuwa, so that when you are pronouncing it, you know exactly what you are calling. You know what you are talking about. You will not be like any other people who are calling whatsoever name which they are calling. They don't know the meaning of what they are calling. You understand it, so that you would know, you'll be rooted, you'll be grounded on exactly what you were calling. When you go into the book of, when we go here now, we're about to show, we're about to deal on this particular one now. That is, we want to see about Yah. That is why we went into the book of Psalm chapter number 68 from verse number 4. So we want to search for Yah, which is contained here. So now we went all the way into the Strong's number. That is the Strong's number, which is contained in what? We went into our that is Blue Letter Bible, and in the Blue Letter Bible there, it tells us that Yah, which is found in the book of Psalms chapter number 68 verse 4, they say is a proper noun with reference to deity, is a contraction for H3068. So what they are trying to say is, they say is a contraction, is a part of, is something that was being taken out from H3068. It is part of 3068. So we are going to identify and see what is 3068. He said, and the meaning the same, and meaning the same. That is to say, this here and 3068, which is the Strong's number 3068, both of them means the same thing. You understand it? Now I want us to go and check on 3068. What does it say? What does 3068 say? Here you see that what 3068 make us to understand something. Let's go here, because it's just like my internet is just a kind of playing somehow. You know, it's not just there's a lot of things happening with the computer itself, you know. So now listen to what the Bible say here. What this 3068 means. 3068, when you go into the Strongs, they put in something different there, which is Yehovah. You know, but we already know that there was no such thing as E. You know, the E sound which they put in there is as a result of the vowels which was being added by the Mesorite, you know, to change the sound of it. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Now when you go into this particular place, that is exactly, now it's open. Now when you go here now, you see that what they referred us, they say it is part of, that is, it is a contraption and it is a part of. It is exactly the same thing with what, with this 3068. So we came to 3068. We want to see what does 3068 say. Now when we came over to 3068, it tells us that it is what, a proper noun with reference to deity. Now when we went down here, it tells us what, that the KJV translates Strong's H3068 in the following manner: capital LORD, capital God, Jehovah, and variant 1. You understand it? So they changed these particular places, all the places that these things are. You know, the Hebrew alphabet, now this without the vowels, they changed all of them almost 6,510 times. The other place 4 times, and the other one Jehovah 4 times, and the other one once. Now this is from the place, or in another word, the contraption from this 3068, from this 3050 of the name which we found in what, in the book of Psalms chapter number 68 from verse number 4. Now what I want you to understand is the name Yah is what, is completely the same meaning with what, with the with Yahuwah. Now how did I come about the term Yahuwah? Number one, you need to understand that the term Yahuwah or Yehovah, which they used here, you know, because you see here they use the term Yehovah. Now Yehovah cannot be his name. It's not possible. This is not his name. This is not the name of the Creator. Why? Because there is no you can even see it right here that these people added vowels. They added vowels to what, to the modern Hebrews. This is not Hebrew. This is not how it's been pronounced. I mean, they have no vowels to it. There was no vowels in what, in the original Hebrew text, you know, but here they added vowels to change the sound of it. And now when they change the sound of it, that is why you see that they have all these them dots in Yehovah, you know, and this is why, you know, it's really changed the whole concept, or the whole idea, the whole pronunciation of the whole thing. And that is not his name. This is Yehovah, is not the name of the Creator. We are talking about the real name, which is what, which is Yahuwah, because you need to take on the most purest vowel, purest sound that made up all languages that are upon the face of the earth. You know, because that purest vowel sound, that comes out of your mouth whenever you speak whatsoever language you're speaking. Whatsoever language you're speaking, the mother language, which is Hebrew, or you talk about Aramaic, or you talk about languages that whatsoever you're speaking, you're going to see the sound of A and U. The sound of A and U is always applicable to all the Shemitic languages, to all the mother language, which is the Hebrew language. You understand it? So now that A and U sound was being applied to the Yod He Waw He. And when these things were being applied to the Yod He Waw He, what happened? We come about into the name of Yahuwah. That is very, very simple. Now, I'm about to show you some certain things which is really deep here. Now, listen to what the Bible say here, because we are about to go dig deeper now into the study of today's topic. Now, when we went to this 3068, we saw something. That is, we saw 3068, we saw Yahuwah. That is the name. And we went into 3050, we saw Yah. And they told us that 3050 is part of 3068. So now, I want to take you back here. That is here. It said, Yahu, 3058 now say Yahu. Now, we already know who Yahu is. It is the same person who they call Jehu. Now, we go here now. We go directly into the biblical research. We are doing some real move around here to be able to show you some certain things. Now, you see, when we came down here, we saw that Yehu is the same person that is the king of Israel, the former king of Israel, and his name is Yehu. What does his name mean? The Bible makes us to understand. The strong now make us to understand that what this is a proper masculine noun. And now Yehu, they say it is from 3068. So now Yah is from 3068 and Yehu is from 3068. Now listen to what they said here. They say Yehu is from 3068 and 1931. So they are trying to tell us that what the meaning of Yehu is a combination of 3068 plus 1931. Now, what is 3068? We already saw that 3068 is what is Yahuwah. Now, they say Yahuwah plus and 1931. So we need to check what is 1931. When we went into the Strongs, we go into 1931. We want to see what is 1931, because this is the reason why you need to be able to really study and use your Strong's number to be able to connect all this. Now, when we went to see what 1931 is, it shows us that 1931 is what is how. That is because remember the name Jehu is a combination of 3068 plus 1931. Now we want to combine these two together. When we combine these two together, listen to what the pronunciation is now, because this is something that is really, really necessary and very important to connect and be able to show you a lot of things that is really going on. Now I want to show you about the term 3091. Listen to what here says now. You see, Yehu, this here now, this here is 3068. It's 3068. That is Yahuwah. You understand it? Look at it here. It's 3068. It's 3068. Now this is or who is that is this. Understand this. Is what 1931. Now this is what I'm about to show it to you. Now listen, just watch out here. Watch out. You see 1931, because they told us that the name Yehu, right, is the combination of 3068, which is Yahuwah, plus 1931. Now 1931 is who, which is which is. We see that in what? In this particular place, which is what they say here. They say the KJV translates Strong's H1931 in the following manner: that, him, same, this, he, which, who, such, wherein, You understand it? So this is what KJV translates who, which is a Hebrew term, as is, or who. That is the present. You understand it? Which is, who is, him, that. You understand it? So now we are coming to somewhere where I want to take you on this journey, because we are going to be exploring a lot of things now. The next one is, when we went into H3068, we saw that the name there is Yahuwah, the original name, because just forget about those them. I don't use about them. I don't talk about the vowels that was being added on those ones. So I use the original name, which is Yahuwah. Now, the meaning of Yahuwah is what we need to know about now, because understanding the meaning of Yahuwah is going to really help you to be able to really dissect the whole concept, the whole idea behind the name Yahuwah and behind the name Yahushua, because this is going to be a key. Now, the meaning of the name Yahuwah, according to the scripture, even when you go into the book of Exodus chapter number 3 from verse number 14 and 15, the Bible already gave us the meaning of the name Yahuwah and said that the name Yahuwah is what? I am that I am. Now, this is what I want us to dissect also, because we're going to be dissecting that name Yahuwah, which means I am that I am, Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, or in another way, Ahaya, who, H-U-W, Hawa. Now we have Ahaya. When you talk about Ahaya now, we are talking about something. We are talking about he who exists, to exist, who is. And I am, which is Hawa. Hawa and Haya means the same thing. Hawa and Haya means the same thing. So now, you need to understand what happened in the book of Exodus chapter number 3 from verse number 13, 14, and 15. Right? So now, we see that what the name H3068, which is Yahuwah, means I am that I am. So now, we've already concluded. That is the reason why you go to the book of Genesis there, you see that there. So now, but now we want to go and see the other ones, because I just want to bring those things together before I will now connect it and jam it into one for you to be able to really understand it. Now, we want to go to the name, or to the term that is contained in the name of Yahushua. You understand it? That is the last word, which is Shua. We want to first of all see the etymology, see talk about the lexicon and the deeper mysteries behind that particular terminology, name, or verb, Shua. So now we want to go to the Strong's number now. Strong's 1778. That is when we went 7769. 7769 of Strong's number. Now listen to what it tells us, because we want to see the Shua in the name of Yahushua. Now I'm showing you everything that is every single thing that is contained in the name of Yahushua. But all these dumb people calling on different names, calling on other names, they can't prove nothing. They can't connect nothing. There is no connection to the names that they are calling to the things which is contained in nothing. They don't have no connection. They don't even know what they are pronouncing. Now I'm giving you the real understanding of the name of Yahushua, so that when you are calling, you know exactly what you're calling on. Now listen to what happened when we want to check the origin now and etymology of Shua. Now we came into the Strong's number. We went into the Strong's number H7769. So now when we came over here, they told us something here about Shua. What does Shua means? What does Shua means? They say Shua. Let me just raise it up. What does Shua means? They say Shua, masculine noun, from 7768. Now we can trace that also. It's going to tell us the same thing. Now it says, the KJV translates Strong's H7769 in the following manner: to cry out, riches. Now, when you go down here, you say cry for help, cry out. So, Shua means you are crying out. You are crying out to the Father of the or you are crying out, and what happened in return? When you cry out in return, you get riches. That is to say, you are now sure, in the sense that the Most High Elohim, he said that, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I'm going to do what? Give you rest. So I'm going to be the ark. I'm going to be your rest. I'm going to be your Noah's ark. I'm going to be the one who is going to take you. I give you rest and make you relax and make you won't cry no more. You come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I'm going to give you rest. And also Yahuwshuwa says something. He said that what? That I'm going to supply your needs according to the riches in glory in Yahuwshuwa HaMashiach. So according to what you start in Yahuwshuwa HaMashiach, that is how your riches is going to expound. You understand it? So there's a lot of things that is going on, my dear brothers and sisters, which we need to be able to be really able to connect. So in that particular time, now I want us to go back into the Haya, because I think now we've talked about Yah, we've talked about Yahu, which is the king, which is the one they call normally Jehu. Now we've talked about Yahuwah briefly. We've talked about who, which is. We're now going about to talk about Shua. And now I want us to talk about Haya, which is also things that are very important, because you need to understand all those names and the terms that is being used to see the connection that went on in the name of Yahuwshuwa. Now, here, H771, this is the reason why I wrote it down like this. H7771, H7768, Shua means freedom, wealth, riches. You understand it? That is what Shua means. Now, this is the things that you now found in the name. Haya means to exist. Hava means to exist. Asher, who, which is also the same meaning as what 1931. The term Asher here, Asher, and 1931 means the same thing. Just the same way that Hava, Haya, and Hawa means the same thing. Now, let's go to this name now. I want to expound something to you now. So now, if I am to tell you the meaning of the name of Yahuwshuwa, now you're going to see that it means what? Ahaya, which is this Yah now, which you're seeing. Yah, I am. Who, which is freedom. I am is freedom. Yahuwah is freedom. Because you understand that what? That Yah and Yahuwah is the same. That is the reason why when we went into that Strong's in 68 and Psalm 68 verse 4, we trace the Strong's. It tells us that very clearly. You understand it? That I am is freedom. I am is riches. I am is this. I am is riches, is wealth, is freedom. So that is to say, when you call on Yahuwah, but Yahuwshuwa, you are actually calling on the Father to be able to say, Father, you are crying for help. And Father, in return, the Father is going to give you help and do what? And give you riches and give you what? And give you freedom. So you are calling. So the meaning of the name Yahuwshuwa is I am. Yahuwah, I am that I am, is freedom. You understand it? This is deep on its own. Not for everybody to get it. It's only meant for the light beings. I mean, it's meant for people who are really... Listen, it's saying here, Yah is freedom. This is why I just want to connect it that way. I term this number. This is 3050, and this is H1931, and this is H7768. Yah is freedom, riches. So talk about Yahuwah is riches. Whenever you're calling it, it's a call unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I'm going to give you rest. So when you call on Yahuwah, when you call on Yah, you're going to get riches, you're going to get freedom. There is no other name given under heaven. There is no name that is going to challenge or dispute or come close to the name of Yahuwshuwa. Ain't nobody calling any other name who can prove nothing behind the name of which they are calling. The only name that is going to stand against the test of time or against anything that is being said is the name of Yahuwshuwa. You can trace it. You can go out the way. You can hit your head against the wall. You can do whatsoever. This is the only name that is being given under heaven. Now listen to what the Bible says. Talk about Yahu. Now I'm about to show you something now. You know Yahu, which means Yahuwah is. What does Shua come to be? Freedom. So this is the reason why I put in this place. I say Yahuwah is, because we are talking about the name here now. Is this name gave us a very big clue, which is Jehu, which is the person they put in as Jehu, which is the king of Israel, which was the king of Israel. And his name means Yahuwah is. Just like Jehoshaphat means Yahuwah is judge. So this here, Yahuwah is. Shua means freedom. Yahuwah is freedom. Yahuwah is riches. So now when we break it down more, we're going to see, we're seeing that what I am that I am is freedom. There is no other name which can be able to stand this test. None other name. There's only one name that is being given. So that when you call into it, when you call that name, you are going to run into what the righteous calls on that name, and they are run into the safety place. They run into the Noah's Ark. The name of Yahushua is what is the Noah's Ark. Is a place to run into, and you are saved. That is why you need to be able to understand the mystery behind the name of Yahushua, because that is the Noah's Ark. That is the ark. That is the ark of salvation. That is the ark. That is why the Bible says, neither is there salvation. There is no place. You can't run to nowhere. These giants are all in the earth, and they are going to come after people later. They are coming, because we are going to cause something that is going to draw them out from where they are to come after people. So when they come after people, if you are not in Yahushua, you are going to be caught by this entity. You don't know what is going on if you're not in Yahushua. That's why those who are in Yahushua are free beings. I am that I am is freedom. Yahuwah is freedom. Yahuwah is freedom. That is the meaning of the name Yahushua. Shalom to my brothers and sisters out there. Shalom to the biggest family on the cosmos, on the universe. Shalom. Just want to make this video in this form to be able to really talk to my brothers and sisters out there. You know, it's time to really wake up out of the sleep and slumberness, to be able to really call on the right and proper name of the one that created the universe. Talk about the name of Yahushua, which is the spirit of life.